This video is going to be discussing the directed reading thinking strategy. This strategy is to help guide students through making predictions, asking questions, and making connections to prior knowledge when reading through reading material. I think this is a great strategy for helping build comprehension skills and for showing students the process that they should be using to approach reading material in a way that will help them grow. So this is for a unit in which we're learning about fairy tales and fables. So we're using this story as an example, The Lion and the Mouse, and first we're going to be making predictions based on the title and the cover. So what do we think that this story is going to be about? We can assume that the main characters are going to be the lion and the mouse. And personally, when I hear a story about a lion and a mouse, I don't think anything good can happen, and it doesn't look like anything good is happening. I think there's gonna be a conflict. I predict that the lion's going to eat the mouse. So that's my prediction for the story. So based on what I know about fables, I know that most fables have a moral. So I'm wondering what kind of moral the lion and the mouse could teach us based on what we see in this picture. I think it looks like the lion is gonna eat the mouse. So we're all gonna make predictions about what we think is gonna happen throughout the story, and then as we're reading the story, we're gonna pause and discuss what we think is gonna happen next, what predictions we made about how the story's gonna end, if we wanna change those predictions or if we stand by them. And we're also going to discuss traits that we notice that might be elements of a fable. We've talked about some key elements of a fable earlier in this unit. And then after reading, we're going to revisit our predictions and talk about if our predictions were right, and we're going to reflect on what we think the moral of the story was.